Hi dear viewers and subscribers, welcome again to our YouTube channel Max the Service. This session is continuity of the previous session. In the previous session we have discussed cloud computing concepts and shared responsibility model. Today we will start from third feature, cloud models and rest of. So recall learning objectives, define cloud computing and basic concepts we have covered. Describe the shared responsibility model we have in detail and in depth we have discussed a lot of about it. And let's start with the third one, how we can choose cloud model. Actually there are different cloud models, public, private and hybrid, right? And actually selection of these models, it depends on organizations or company, its needs and its resources allocation and all of about business. So let's see one by one. Okay, actually basic we have four cloud options, and let's discuss first one, private cloud. How and when we can select this option? Let's go through a little bit description. A private cloud is typically defined as everything defined a company's walls, behind the company's walls. Okay. These kinds of systems operate in a company's local data centers, although some companies prefer to use collocated data center facilities. So actually, it's all about who will manage, who will maintain all the resources, tools, and technology within private cloud. It's all responsibility of consumer. Let's see with the example in a diagram. Here you can see we have let's suppose VPN appliances. It's a on-premises network. Let's suppose there are three systems. Here you can see on the left side. These are connected with the cloud application subnet, which is private hosted. So actually from on-premises to private, it's all about connection, maintenance, networking, management, and monitoring. Everything will be done by company. And also this will be responsibility of company, and companies can share access to this private cloud to its third party. Let's suppose if we are going to integrate with any application or utility of Facebook, Google, or any other hosted company hosted on private cloud, it's responsibility and authority of company who can access, give us access or not. Okay, so no one can access private cloud until unless its owner, I mean its consumer which have purchased these services, allow to the third party. Otherwise, itself local company which have acquired this cloud private cloud, it will be only using with on-premises connection, and it can only use by itself. Okay, so let's move to the next one. What is public cloud? Public cloud includes a whole host of services and companies. Most common names are AWS and Microsoft Azure, IBM, Google, among others. However, you may also hear software as a service, and such as Microsoft Office 365 included in the definition. So public clouds mean, as we have simple example, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and Azure, IBM, Google. So these are public clouds. Anyone can consume, anyone can have access, anyone can purchase services upon their own needs. So public mean anyone can uh, connect and anyone can consume and acquire services, but it depends on the contract with public cloud. It may be long term, it may be short term, it may be usage basis, as you use, as you pay. So it's all about contract and need. So let me show you in diagram how this works. Here you can see organization applications, access into public network, where we have Azure, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, which are big public clouds. So this company is acquiring these public cloud on their needs, on their contract, whatever decided. Okay. So any consumer, any customer can directly communicate and connect with the public cloud. Also, these public clouds have limited option with free tier as well, but uh, definitely enterprise and corporate level, you have a big contract and you have to do some calculation before acquiring public cloud. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, next is hybrid cloud. It's a simple hybrid mean combination of private and public. Let's see the definition. A hybrid cloud deployment most typically describe a situation in which a company is operating both a private cloud and a public cloud. In general, in a hybrid cloud environment, the private and public services are integrated with one another. So you can think like few features you have privatized, where you have to manage and have access, and you can allow connection with your own system and with third party where you need. And public cloud, you have don't need to manage, you don't need to take care of resources and everything, but you will be paying for that, for those services on public cloud. Okay, so next is multi-cloud. Let's see what multi-cloud option we have. Actually, multi-cloud is a simple when we have more than one cloud features available, when we have more than one clouds services and contracted, then it's mean it's a multi-cloud. Let's suppose you have few services acquired from AWS, Amazon Web Services, you have few services acquired and purchased from Azure and some are from Google. So it's mean it's a multi-cloud. Sometimes it's happened when you started with some public cloud and later on you see that they are as cost effective and suitable resources and services available with other clouds. So you can integrate with more than one cloud and it's called multi-cloud. In this chart, we can again review public, private, and hybrid cloud. In public cloud, no capital expenditure to scale up. It's mean you don't need to purchase resources, you don't need to scale vertically or horizontally. Yeah, you don't need to manage all of this about scaling. Scaling means increasing in your resources, processor wise, memory wise, or any other storage wise. So application can be quickly provision and deprovision. It's mean you can quickly acquire application, any resource, any tools, and you can also quickly can deprovision. Mean you can release to save your cost. Let's suppose in on premises, if you have purchased something, then you have to keep it for further use and you have to take care of that resources all the time, even and later on it will be usable or not. So third is organization pay only what they use. This is the same thing that you whatever you use you can just pay and you can acquire, you can use. Organizations don't have complete control over resources and security, because you don't need to maintain organizations resources, security, as we have discussed. So it's a private cloud. Organizations have complete control over resource and security. We have discussed if we have purchased, if you have contracted private cloud, then we have to take care all about it. Data is not collocated with other organization data. So without your PVN, no one can access and acquire your data until unless you allow it. Okay, hardware must be purchased for startup and maintenance. It's a simple because you have to purchase some servers, you have to purchase some buildings. It's safe for safety. You have to implement networking, each and everything. But you don't need uh, yes, you need it everything for when you go for private cloud. But you don't need all of this when you have go for public cloud. So organizations are responsible for hardware maintenance and updates. So actually it's a vice versa. If you have a public cloud option, then you don't need to do it. Otherwise, if you have a private option, then you need to take care all of it. You know that hybrid cloud, it's a combination of all of this. If you are with hybrid cloud, provide the most flexibility. Okay, because what you need, you can prioritize what you need, short time or cost effective things you can acquire on the base of contract or as you go as you pay. Organizations determine where to run the application. Organization can determine they can have option multi-cloud or even hybrid if they need. Okay, we have to run something on premises, you have to run and manage something on cloud, but it should be prioritized. We have to manage and control it. Other things you can go with uh, public cloud and it will become hybrid. Organization controls security, compliance, or legal requirements. Its responsibility in hybrid to 50-50. Whatever the option they can select. Okay, next is consumption based model, and you have to think about which model do you need, because in future you definitely pricing will be your base main concern. So some companies choose subscription based model, some companies use consumption based model. So let me elaborate a little bit more on it. Okay, when comparing IT infrastructure models, there are two types of expenses to consider. Okay, I mean, if you are going to choose consumption based model, two types you have to take care. Capital expenditure, it's mean all buildings, material, resources, alignment, maintenance, networking, resources, everything you have to, and operational expenditure. And second is how you will be managing, maintaining, monitoring all of this. So, capital expenditure is typically on one time upfront expenditure to purchase and secure tangible resources. Tangible resources mean non-movable, like a building, repaying the parking lot, building a data center, or buying a company vehicle are examples of capital expenditure. In contrast, operational expenditure is spending money on services or products over time. Renting a convention center, leasing a company vehicle, or signing up for cloud services are all example of operation expenditure. Cloud computing falls under operation expenditure because cloud computing operates on a consumption based model. With cloud computing, you don't pay for the physical infrastructure. This is a very big advantage. The electricity, security, anything else associated with maintaining a data center as well. Instead, you pay for the IT resources you use. You don't use any IT resources this month. You don't pay for any IT resources. Let's suppose if your consumption model with cloud, if any resources is available but you're not using, you don't need to pay. This consumption based model has many benefits like no upfront cost, no need to purchase and manage costly infrastructure that users might not use to its fullest potential, the ability to pay for more resources when they are needed, the ability to stop paying for resources that are no longer needed. So, actually, with a traditional data center, you try to estimate the future resources need. If you overestimate, you spend more on your data center than you need to need to and potentially waste money. If you underestimate, your data center will quickly reach capacity and your applications and services may suffer from decreased performance. Fixing an under-provisioned data center can take a long time. You may need to order, receive, and install more hardware as well. You will also need to add power, cooling, networking for extra hardware. So, in a cloud-based model, you don't have to worry about getting the resources needs just right. If you find that you need more virtual machines, you add more. If you demand drops and you don't need as many virtual machines, you remove. Either way, you are only paying for the virtual machines that you use, not the extra capacity that the cloud provider has on hand. Okay guys, it's the last feature of AZ-900 Cloud Fundamental certification, and this one is first certification we are completing. What is this? Actually, when we look into pricing, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet by using a pay-as-you-go pricing model. So whatever you use, you only pay for that. You typically pay only for the cloud services you use, which helps you. What help? Plan and manage your operating costs, run your infrastructure more efficiently, scale your business needs change. To put in another way, cloud computing is a way to rent compute power and storage from someone else's data centers. You can treat cloud resources like you would resources in your own data center. uh, I mean, if you have rented, but you can think like it's your own. However, unlike in your own data center, when you are done using cloud resources, when you have done all of this and you don't need to anymore, you can give them back, and only you will build only for what you use. This is a good benefit. Instead of maintaining CPUs and storage in your data center, you rent them for the time what you need them. The cloud provider takes care of maintaining the underlying infrastructure for you. The cloud enables you to quickly solve your toughest business challenges and bring cutting edge solution to your users. Okay guys, great. Today we have covered all the features in cloud Azure Cloud Fundamentals. It's first certification AZ-900, which we covered cloud computing, responsibility shared model, all cloud option like private, hybrid, and also public. And we have also discussed use cases of each cloud model. We have also discussed this consumption based model. It's mean whatever you use, you can only pay for that. We also have gone through the pricing. So thank you. Keep it watching and don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Otherwise, please keep watching and share in your circle. So we will be presenting soon next session or next certificate of the fundamentals, which may be AI or data science. Thank you.